Netflix, the platform that ended my weekly soirees to the DVD store and has pretty much ensured that going forwards, attending the cinema is more of a cultural ritual than a necessity. This behemoth is in trouble now. My name is Celestine and I run the channel called Celestia Rax. Here I make videos on tech, career, analyses of pop culture and lifestyle, and then occasionally some videos related where I pop in my beautiful border collie named Patches and some snippets of our life around Cape Town. Anyway, so smack that like button and subscribe and let's break it down. So, step 1. Let's outline the reasons for Netflix losing subscribers. Number 1. So obviously due to the skirmishes with regards to Russia, they had to pull their subscription service in Russia and lost 700,000 subscribers, more or less, within a couple seconds. So that's 1. Number 2. The massive rise of inflation and every second YouTube video saying that there's about to be a recession has made sure that people are buckling their tightening their wallets and pretty much doing whatever they can to save. So that means cutting down Netflix subscriptions and a wide variety of other things that they might deem as luxuries or non-necessities. Then the third reason is the increased competition within the market. When Netflix started out, they were the only provider of streaming services, and now they are facing increased competition from a wide variety of platforms, including Disney Plus, Apple TV, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Showmax if you live in South Africa, a wide variety of things. Okay, and then the fourth reason that I found most interesting was this notion of an outdated content strategy. Basically, the writers posited that the catalog was not very hot. You can read the article, I'll link it in the description below, but basically Netflix did really well when it posted things like Friends and other hit sitcoms, but some of its recent own creations have not done as well, so that's been quite tough. And yeah, I had no idea. Obviously the upticks in various creations from K-dramas and things like Squid Game and that kind of stuff has done very well for it, but then there have been other things which they thought would do better but haven't. I personally like their stuff, I don't know. I recently got into Formula One's Drive to Survive, so I've been enjoying that. So, what is the business goal, putting on our product management hats? Clearly, it's to get back the amount of subscribers they lost, and then to retain their current subscriber base and attract more people to their platform. Okay, so let's run through some software features that could enable this, knowing what we know about Netflix and people. So the first thing would obviously be to help with the catalog. So to create some kind of a recommendation service that would help the content creation teams know what people like, what people dislike, so they don't waste money, because creating content is very expensive. So they don't waste money creating these TV series and movies and investing in things that ultimately don't pan out. So yes, and then thankfully they have created that. I will post a little snippet of it, but essentially while you are watching anything, you can then go and like and dislike like you used to be able to, but then you can double like with the 2 thumbs, and then that will basically be like make more versions of this thing. There is another way, which would be to help the people who are cash strapped and then create a cheaper version of the platform, which basically utilizes ads to keep the platform running to cover the costs. And that is apparently also coming along, so hopefully that will entice people. And then for those other subscribers who definitely don't want to have ads on their Netflix, platform, they will just pay a higher premium to not have ads. Okay, but if, and this is where I thought about this, if so many people are watching other streaming services to be part of the cultural discourse, then perhaps we are looking at this the wrong way around. I remember when Game of Thrones was a big hit, and then everybody was watching it, not necessarily because everybody enjoyed it, but because everybody wanted to talk about it. I didn't even watch the last season, like people just told me what it was about all the time. And it's the same when Rick and Morty became a thing, and then later on with like Arcane and these other things that take the world by storm. People watch them not always because they're interested in them, but because they want to be part of the cultural discussions and just be a part of the fandom and have those type of moments with their friends where they're like, oh yeah, this person is such a this character, or that person would, like, you know, would totally get that joke, or things like that. So, and this is especially heightened due to the global situation we find ourselves in, I think a service or a software feature where we could recommend shows to our friends or family members or acquaintances that we really enjoy and think that they would enjoy, or think that would be like within their realm of interest, would be useful. Because one of the things that I enjoyed the most while living through this global situation was being able to do those Netflix parties with my friends when we were still during the hard lockdowns. Because then you could watch stuff with them while they weren't there. Anyway, I think it's now called Teleparty. And basically, I think this will be helpful because then Netflix isn't simply a place to come and watch things and to consume the entertainment, but also to engage and to potentially influence others. Yeah. Okay. So, how would it work? Effectively, someone would be able to go and click on the TV show, and I suppose I have to expose my Netflix now. Anyway, someone will be able to click on a TV show and then go and send it out to their friends, family members, acquaintances, and then they would receive that link, and obviously they would then have to watch. I suppose it would be good if Netflix made it so you could watch the trailer even if you don't have a Netflix account, but to actually watch the whole thing you would have to pay. And yeah, I think that would be great. Obviously there would have to be a lot of A/B testing and a whole bunch of other things that go into product management. But I thought this would be like a fun scenario to showcase how the initial brainstorming scope within product looks, and to apply our minds to attempting to solve some of the bigger problems facing big organizations right now. And obviously there'll be a lot of validation and testing and marketing and things that is left. But yes, that's my idea in a nutshell. So that's it from me. I was wondering if you guys had any ideas or had any thoughts on how best to tackle this problem. Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I will see you next week. Bye.